Welcome, welcome. The Hobby Heartbeat live. It is Monday night, the end of June, June 30th. I start this live video, wow, with a little bit of somber feeling sadness. For those of you, I don't know if you guys know Alex Alex G, the lady influencer, card life, golden auction show, Instagram, Fanatics Fest. She was basically robbed tonight. She posted on IG a very just crushing story, man. I mean, sad. I bring that up because she's definitely a member of the hobby community, and I hope the hobby community will rally around her. I'm sure many people are thinking the same thing I'm thinking. We should do some type of, I don't know, charity donation, something to help Alex. She's a phenomenal, just a good human being. She does not deserve what happened to her today. That's just shit. Again, check it out on her channel, but she basically was robbed. Let me just give you this. Let me just tell you this. Quick 1 minute synopsis warning that she would tell you is never give your phone to someone unlocked. Okay. If you befriend somebody you just met and they're chumming with you and you want to take a picture with them, don't hand them your phone unlocked to take a picture. They can steal everything you own. And that's what happened to Alex. She trusted somebody to take a picture of her and they stole everything she owned. Fucking awful. Oh, it's awful. Oh, just I wanted to do this live today, and then I watched that story, and it really just delayed me going live. So I'm live now. We'll talk about some other stuff. I want to talk about one of the best conversations. It's really hard, I'll be honest, to transfer from such a shit story, somebody robbing Alex, to a great story, like the best conversation I've heard in a long time on a sports card channel. And that was Behind the Breaks. I believe it was episode 5 or 6. It's a conversation with, oh God, I forget the gentleman's name. He is a basketball player who was drafted in 1984, the same year that Michael Jordan was drafted, and many, many other great basketball players. And he played for the Indiana Pacers. His story is unbelievable. Drafted by the Pacers in 84, plays for the Pacers. I think he plays for the Hornets, the Knicks, several other teams. Journeyman. The stories he tells you are just unbelievable. The best. Like if there was a high and a low for today, the high was listening to that story. Listen to this man who's got to be probably 60s. I'm going to guess 60s, maybe 70, telling stories about playing basketball in the 1980s and what you were like the enforcer and the bad boys of the Pistons and playing against Michael Jordan and playing against Larry Bird. He told a story. God, it's such a great conversation, guys. You have to go check it out. Behind the Breaks is the channel. Episode 5 or 6, you'll find it. I forget the guy's name. I'll pull it up for you, but I lose the audience. He talks about a game where Reggie Miller was shooting pretty well, going in the fourth quarter against Larry Bird and the Celtics. And Miller kept talking shit. And Larry said to him, if you don't shut him up, I'm going to drop 40 and send you guys home with a loss. And as the game went on, Larry's dropping 40 and the Pacers are going home with a loss. And this gentleman, I forget his name. Oh my God. I want to say Tyler Guy. That's not the name. He says he was on the bench laughing and the coach yells at him, why are you laughing? He goes, Bird told you to shut him up. It was a great story. It was such a great story. It's a great conversation. Behind the Breaks. I really enjoy this new channel, by the way. I did miss my top 10 channels of the week. I'm going to get that out next week. I just didn't get it done yesterday. I don't think I'm going to force it out today or tomorrow. But I've got 10 more great channels I'll drop out. One of them is definitely going to be Behind the Breaks. These guys were great. Have some great, and I like them because they're actually conversations about breaks and breakers, and I just dig that stuff. So that's me. I really enjoyed it. But that conversation alone, anybody who likes a hobby, who likes sports, who loves basketball, who wants to hear about some freaking great stories of the 1980s basketball, go listen to it. I'll leave it at that. Next up, real quickly, check this out, man. Check that out. Isn't that freaking cool? It is Ronnie Wood, the guitarist, or is he the bassist? He's the bassist. Guitarist? I don't know. He's not Mick Jagger. But still, dude, that's a cool-ass card. Color Blast Me, baby. Woohoo, woohoo. I love this product. This is fun, man. Fun rip. We'll talk about that later. Just wanted to whet your appetite. Next conversation, Chantilly Show CSA. Um, I went there on Sunday to drop off a PSA submission. I have to say, I really, really love doing the PSA drop offs in person. A few things, few tips. Number one, they will give you sleeve card saver ones. So you can go there with all your things like it's penny sleeves you want to, and use cards load card saver twos the whole time, or ones, whatever the fuck they're called. They give them to you. They'll give them to you for free. I mean, don't do this with like 100 of them, okay? I did like 20 cards, but I brought 20 cards and sleeve them up there. They let me do it. They didn't care. Hey, you want more? Take some more. They brought. Let me take some home. I viewed home. Oh, check this out, right? Labubu, Labubu. Labubu was all over the CSA show. There was Labubu at FNX Fest, right? Shout out to Valor Sports. I picked up my Labubus at Valor Sports Cards. Um, let's just say I paid a really good price for my box, but did not get any special ones. Although what I will tell you, so back to PSA and back to Labubu. So the reason I'm telling you this, guys, I got my Labubus, opened up a box of Labubus, and there's a card in every box of Labubus. There's a little card. It's a trading card. It's a card. It's a beautiful card. It's got shiny. It's got some pretty colors. For each little Labubu, two things you should know is when you open the box, the card is in there. And if you see the card, you know it's inside the bag. Like there's a sealed bag where your Labubu's inside the sealed bag. But if you open your box, and I don't have any with me because I've already opened up my Labubus. Hey, get over here, guys. See, I got my Labubus here. Okay. So when you open them, though, the card will tell you what's inside the bag. So know that. That's important to know because don't ever buy an unsealed bag. The person knows what's in it because the card told me what's in it. Anyway, PSA went there, dropped off 6 cards. I dropped off today 6 cards for Labubu. Now, let me also say this too. I was putting together my PSA submission the other day, and I had those little Labubu cards, and I thought to myself, well, why not? I typed it in there, and someone had already had it. It was already pre-selected once. Someone had already submitted once. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, bam, and I put mine in there. And then when I dropped it off at PSA, and that's why I love it, just talking to them, they give you free card sleevers, talking to the guy, I can't remember the guy's name, really nice, chubby guy. I was like, dude, I'm grading the Labubu. He says, really? We do that? I'm like, yeah. I guess in your system already. He goes, that's freaking great. I said, yeah. I said, shh, don't tell anybody. And one of the other persons next to me heard it. Another person heard it. We were all laughing. And they're like, that's really a good idea. I said, I think it's a great idea. I said, you guys grade them. You're already accepting it. I got 6 of them. I said, to me, this is a win-win because now I can give these toys to my kids, right? And I can grade the cards for myself to sell to PC, whatever it is. And I think those cards will actually have a little bit of value that people don't realize. Let's be honest. I'm paying $20, get a card graded. They already paid for the little boo-boos on. I do think these things are cool. The boo-boo. I'm excited. And then today, I want to say on IG or something like that, I saw an announcement that PSA announced they're grading Labubu cards. I'm like, of course you are. I was at PSA. I was submitting yesterday, Sunday, at Chantilly about it. So anyway, Chantilly, busy show. PSA submissions. Love doing it in person. Love the customer service. Love talking to people. My experience has been mixed. I've dropped off at Dallas and I've dropped off at Chantilly. And for the most of the time, when the submissions are dropped off, it takes probably 2 weeks before they even hit the system. And then they begin their trek into the system. So you're really, like, if I shipped it, and I did this, and I'll give you an example. In April, I dropped off, I think in April, I dropped off in Dallas, and I shipped in Dallas. And I want to say the shipping already came back, and the drop-off has not, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just thinking about that. But I remember putting together, and Army ATC, remember this because he was there. He saw me at PSA. I was putting together a Pokemon order, and I hand-delivered that to PSA at the PSA Dallas office. When I came back, though, I shipped an order there, and I think the shipped order is already on its way back, where the other order is still like in the process. So my point to that is dropping off, although more convenient, I like the ability to talk to the person. I feel safer about dropping off. Like, for example, I drop off many submissions at one time when I go to PSA. I dropped off some DNA autographs to be authenticated versus shipping that in. I'm worried I'm going to ship it in wrong and something's going to happen to the shipment. So I feel much more comfortable. Like, I'll ship in orders over between the breaks, but I will do big bulk orders when PSA comes to Chantilly or they're at an event. Now, I will consider, I have to look at what's going on at the National. I was thinking about doing a big bulk CGC order of non sports cards. I don't know, man. I don't know. Thinking about it. I'm going to look at the numbers, run some numbers, see what it's worth. How much cheaper is it? Oh, I'm seeing questions. My stomach's, When will Stephen A. Smith be a case hit? That's a great question. This kind of puppet show? Is this some kind of puppet show? What the heck are those? Oh my God, these are the freaking Labubus. You guys, your comments just now popped up, by the way. I would love to see Ziggy on Sports Car Live. Good blend of the other panels. At one point, hockey, I appreciate that. I would have been honored. I don't think I ever see myself on that show. Not that it's like I'm not turning it down. I just don't think I've come to realize the hobby community does not really like me. Or there are many people in the hobby community who do not like me, and that's fine. I'm cool with that, man. I was talking to somebody the other day, like for example, and I don't want to get, just don't. I hate. Like I feel like I get pulled into drama that I don't want to get pulled into. But I saw Neo at Fanatics Fest, and I swear I said, "Hey Neo, I'm coming over," and he was not there. And I said something in DM. I was like, "Hey dude, did I say something to upset you? I missed you. I was coming over," and he goes, "I didn't see you." So maybe he just didn't see me. I don't know. Maybe he totally didn't see me. I do believe he did not see me, but I did feel like that he the whole ignored me at Fanatics Fest. And then sports car dad, right? Dustin was there walking by. I'm walking towards him. I smile at him. I reach out, shake his hand. Hey, Dustin. He reaches out, like kind of. It was an instinctive handshake. It wasn't. I don't think he was like, "Oh yeah, I want to shake your hand," but he did shake my hand. Now he's like, "I don't remember seeing Ziggy. I don't think he was there." So it is what it is. Hey, Brendan, it's good to see you, man. So going back to my notes here. Labubu was big at Chantilly, man. And again, the grading. So here I'll say this. Here's my back to the story. After being at the PSA booth and talking to people about the Labubus, I went over and I looked at several different vendors and what they're selling them for. And they're from $50 to $85. And I don't know the difference. And I really don't care. And I realized, as cute as they are, dude, I've already got like 5 of them. I already gave one away. I bought a 6-pack. And they're cool. But would I give a $50 to $80 toy to my little kid? No. And my older kids, you know what they would do? This shit, they'd sell it on eBay. So I'm going to sell them. I'm going to sell these. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not even my kids anymore. I'm going to give my kids something else. They're not into them anymore. But I do think the cards are a good play. That's my point to this. I think the cards are a great play. I think people will be grading the cards, and you'll be surprised how much money somebody's going to pay for the Boo Boo cards. If you find the dark card, I think it is, or the rare cards, that would be a great one. In fact, I was talking to a guy at the booth, and I said to him, when people rip these things open, what do they do with them? He goes, they throw it in the trash. I said, do they throw the cards in the trash? He goes, yeah, normally they do. I said, dude, I would pick those cards up. I said, can I get any of those cards on me? He goes, yeah, I'll definitely let you know. Of course, afterwards, I think he did not do that. He wasn't going to let me know about those cards. Anyway, I got some questions here. You can't see me t-shirt. You know what? Again, I'll also say this too. Is there a movement against grading, or is this wishful on some content? Is there a movement against grading? I don't think there's a movement against grading. And I'll say this too. I really am having too much fun in the hobby. I don't really care. I really don't care. I don't care what the people are doing. I'm doing me boo, and I'm having a great time doing it. Okay. Labubu, PSA, CSA show. Okay. So from that event, I did pick up, check this out. I got these boxes and these boxes. 70 each, 50 each. No discounting. These guys were firm. Ripped them, absolutely freaking love them. I'll say in these boxes, I did better in these 2 boxes I bought myself than I did in all the breaks I was in. So even as a breaker and a guy who preaches about breaks is better than buying your own box, this is a rare occasion where I definitely did better in those 2 little boxes there. I can't remember what it was that I pulled that was great. This stuff was absolutely fire, man. I think it was this. This is my best pull in the Marvel two hobby boxes. Look at that. Doctor Doom to $3.99. I just think it's a really cool card. Black with that green, and with the Doctor Doom movie coming out, man. You know, oh, there's the little circle light. That's gorgeous card, dude. Got this cool hot. Like I just say the Rolling Stone stuff is so much fun, man. And all I thought to myself too was, how you're here at the Chantilly show. Why not rip open some wax, have some fun? Mick Jagger here, orange, a checkerboard of the Rolling Stones. I don't know. I'm gonna grade this stuff up. I think it's going to do well. I don't really care. And then I thought this was cool. I got a pack of 83. Look at that. I know it's a PSA 7 or probably PSA 6, but boy, it was fun to open that. It was just fun to open that pack. The pack was disgusting. The gum on the last piece was molded to the last card. This card's beautiful. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is a PSA 10. They should grade this a PSA 10. I'm sure it's going to come back a 7. But you're saying there's a chance? Anyway, right here, buddy. These are all going out to PSA. And I just dropped off 60 cards in the day. Like these are more that have to go out to PSA. A lot of those are non-sport. So I have to think to myself, do I do CGC or do I do PSA? I think I'm going to stick with PSA. I'm going to look at the CGC option. I think this card's so cool, man. I can't wait to get this slabbed up. It's a very low cost card. And just being it's a color blast with the lips, a color lips. I mean, come on, color lips? Color lips. Freaking gorgeous color lips. WNBA box. You see that shit going for $3,000 today? I was actually shocked by that. I did not pay attention. I was just shocked. Here's the thing. I'm shocked when people did watch it. Like, I think that was like watching pay-per-view. Like Panini could have made money today charging people to watch their Dutch auction and cheering. Every time I hit a tear down, they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what the hell, dude? It just shows you. I'll say this. I don't mean to be wrong, but I hope I'm wrong. I don't think the WNBA collecting value has that staying power. Like I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I do hope I'm wrong. Like for example, I like the Sophie Cunningham. And I was looking at her stuff. It's pretty cheap. Ionesca, like she was supposed to be the next the female Kobe, and she's won a championship right now, and no one seems to care. I mean they care, but it's weird. It's weird. I know. That's what I'm saying. The whole NBA thing is WNBA thing. Like I don't know, man. I don't want to. Here's the reality. I don't want to say something that gets misunderstood or comes out stupid. It's bizarre to me. The whole situation is bizarre. I think what we saw in the Dutch auction is that the only value the hobby saw is in the Caitlin Clark cards, and that's why they're only willing to risk the minimum to go after those cards. And it'll be interesting to see where those cards show up in breaks and how much they get priced in the breaks, right? And I can't wait to see some of those comps going around. Like I'm sure. Like, what do you think an 101 Caitlin Clark is? Does that bring the value of those cards down? Are they not now 200,000? Like I would have thought they're $200,000 cards if they were in a pack or in a box. I also when there's this too. Does that mean they're not rookie cards because they were distributed in a pack pulled fair system, right? I mean, that's one of the rules for being a rookie card. But anyway, I just don't think there's sticking power there, longevity. I do think Caitlin Clark's special. I do understand why people keep chasing her. But yeah, the fact that she was rated number 9 out of her own peers, it's just bizarre to me. I think you could see people argue, well, she's not good at, rebounding, or she doesn't give the best picks, or I don't know. I'm sure people could find weakness in her game, but it's interesting to me how that situation is going. Okay. Last comment on the Hobby Heartbeat Live. And then I'm going to come back real quick before I forget, since there's 5 people here, guys. Alex G, Instagram, wonderful woman, Hobby Heart, was robbed today. Check out her IG. If you hear of anybody doing any donations or charity events, we need to rally around that. I'm not a person to organize shit like that. I hope people do, and I will help with that. Awful. Okay, last thing I'm gonna say. I heard today there was rumors that Fanatics Fest is going to happen again in San Diego in December. I think that's absolutely great. I hope it absolutely does. I absolutely do hope it happens. I've also heard good rumors that it's just somebody trolling, testing to see if there's any interest. Kind of a marketing ploy in itself, kind of a red herring, not really going to happen, likely will not take place, but just to see what people would say about that. I hope they do. I hope I'm wrong. What do you guys think? Would that be cool? Okay, real quickly. She turns the ball over a lot. Oh, yes, she does. It's so funny. You were. I'm thinking about somebody else. Um, dig the product. I hear this is the only form the product's in. Every pack had a numbered card in it, by the way. 6 packs, 6 number cards. Um, help Alex. Thanks for listening, guys. More videos coming out, more content coming out, a lot more things going on. Man, the hobby's amazing. Interesting stuff.